So, do you feel like not being a meditator instinctually, do you find like you're gonna
Start meditating?
or like what? Like,
Well, that's actually a good point. Do you ever want to like, you're doing something and you're getting the same outcome, so you don't want to look into something because then it's like it might taint that. It's like I don't want to know too much because I'm already at
doing
peace,
it.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to read it and then it's like, what the fuck do you mean I should cross my legs? Yeah, because most of the time my legs are up. I'm like fully in like lazy mode, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like I don't want that to taint my way of thinking.
your perception of what it is.
Yeah.
Be,
And then it's like, oh, I'm doing this wrong. Then I like start to overthink.
Yeah.
Because like I'm an overthinker of everything. So it's like, what the hell do you mean I'm doing this wrong? Yeah. So I kind of like to avoided like reading into it. So I just want rather like just get your views on it. Whereas like just reading like people stating facts.
Right.
But if we all get the same outcome, is it not the purpose of
thing?
this? Yeah.
So here's my only question. Why would you be avoiding it? What's behind the avoidance?
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I will. I'll start. Yeah.
Is it a pride thing?
No, that's good. No, definitely. Yeah, this is definitely an eye opener. Like what? But you know what I mean. Like I don't want it to over affect my way of doing something.
Yeah,
so like I don't want to overthink it.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you guys ever feel like that ever? Like you don't want to read too much into something, then like overthink it.
Yeah.
I would say that the only thing that I avoid is like movie trailers. That's the only thing I try to avoid.
Just accept it.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
For things that I'm currently doing,
Yeah.
you mean? No, I would say no. I always try to just if I can read into something and it can improve, then I'll accept it. But if I feel like it's non-useful to me, then I'm just like, whatever. Just push it aside. Doesn't matter.
I know what you mean.
You know what
I just like hate reading stuff that can turn like a positive emotion that might like taint it.
Yep.
Like obviously, like when you want to learn something, I read and listen to.
Can you give me an example of like when that's happened?
Yeah, I want to know an example too, because I'm a little confused myself right now.
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint. You might have to.
I could give an example. For me, it was like going to art school, and we're talking a little bit about this before, where it's like, I wanted to like be an animator at one point and do all that stuff. But then once I understood what the industry was like and what, like the hours were like and like the stuff that you'd have to do, I'm like, like maybe this isn't what I want.
It kind of like scared.
Kind of
like,
tainted
yeah.
the image that I had of what it would be, which was actually a good thing because I decided to go a different path.
Right. Yeah.
But that would be an example of like, oh man, it's kind of tainted.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. It was actually funny because like I started reading up on meditation, right? And then I was scrolling down. It's like, oh, like self-reflection and all that. I was like, it's pretty cool. And then it's like 5 like ways to meditate. I was like, don't tell me what to do. That was like, and it's like find an empty space or like a green. I was like, yeah,
I got
this
you.
is not. Yeah, like this is like. Then you start thinking, it's like, oh, what the hell? It's like, have I been doing it wrong? So then I just like skip that article.
See, meditation is like one of those tricky things, right? Because we can sit here and talk about it, but if you haven't really had that experience, you don't really know what it's about. So when you read about meditation, you have these kind of expectations, right? And so you're kind of forcing yourself to get this epiphany, to get like all this stuff, right? But that's literally working in reverse of what meditation is.
100%.
Right? So it's like one of those tricky things where you can't really explain until you have that moment. Then you're like, But like when you read about it, just like the reading part can only set the landscape for you.
Yeah.
But to go through the experience, it's something that you have to turn on yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So that's probably what I was. Yeah. Chu just pretty much explained. Yeah. Because I was like, I was having all these like breakthroughs without even know what meditation is. So like.
Right.
Yeah. So then why do I need to further like when I'm exactly.
Yeah.
Do you so? Going into medication, do you always have to
medication?
I call myself to personality. So going into meditation, do you always have to? Do you seek something out of every session, or can you just be
Not
like
necessarily?
Yeah. Because like, do you know like everybody nowadays wants results? So do you like going into meditation? Do you have to have some? Do you have to have some? Like get something out of it after each session. Like obviously because people like you know
that's
people
adding pressure and that's counterintuitive to what you're
exactly.
going to do
Yeah,
that in the
yeah.
first place.
Because
Sure.
you know, because everybody wants they're doing something for the result.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. No, it's just like just to clarify that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
See, like, in the few times I have meditated or whatever, I've always gotten something different out of it. It could be the most minuscule thing, but I'm like, you know, I got something out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, no session has ever been the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
How long have you been meditating?
Like, I mean, like since I was a kid, but like not like I don't do it regularly. You know,
Yeah,
it comes to me. It's not like like I was talking about in an earlier podcast that I don't allot a time.
Yeah.
I don't allot a time. I find a situation where it just happens to me. It's almost like the sound, like your passion for sound is it seeks you out.
Yeah.
More, for me, meditation seeks me out at certain moments. So that's how it happens to me. So I wouldn't say I'm a heavy meditator or anything.
Yeah.
I can probably count on my hands how many times I've done it,
Yeah.
but I can speak on it because of how much it affected me.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah. That's great.
I haven't meditated in a while though. It's been a while. It's been a while.
That's all good. What about you, Jay?
When's the last time I meditated?
Or how long have you been meditating?
I would say I was heavy into it maybe like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, right? I would like to do it. So I do it like in the mornings or after I do a workout, right? Just to kind of relax myself.
Interesting.
And then now it's usually when I catch myself becoming overly emotional about something.
Yeah.
Right. And then so I just like to take a step back. And for me, it's not trying to find a solution. It's just like letting go. Just letting go. Right.
Surrender.
Just surrender. Right. And just letting go.
Like what got you into it?
Me, I've always been on like finding out the other side of things. Like, so what I mean is like when I was young, I used to take a lot of medication. Right. And I felt like it was more detrimental to me than beneficial.
Right.
So then I started getting into supplements,
Yep.
right? Like natural homeotherapy type of stuff. And then just one thing snowballed into another that led me into like meditation.
Right.
Right. So then I'm like, you know what? Give it a shot. And then so, yeah. Yeah.
That's dope. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What I meant earlier by like the meditation as a kid, it's because like it was through karate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not because I found meditation when I was
Yeah,
a kid.
yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah,
It was through karate. It was
Yeah.
forced upon me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by being a kid and doing it.
Yeah.
From this talk, I definitely wouldn't like jump to it. Be like, I'm gonna schedule it because then it feels like a task. So, but I definitely self-reflect a lot more, like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like why am I doing this? Like what should I be doing? Kind of like that. But like meditation, I don't think
I say, you know what?
Jump into
Schedule
it.
it in for the first one. I think you kind of have to because like your
kinda
day to
break the
day is
mold,
already
right?
kind of scheduled
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
right? So it's like to catch yourself being like, okay, should I meditate now? It's kind of hard because we get so distracted with everything, right?
Yeah.
So maybe take a slot out of your day, and just like try it out.
I think you should probably
Sorry.
improve your like lands because it's kind of hard to just be like, yo, go in a corner and like meditate.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like go in one of those like water tanks where you're forced to meditate.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I've heard of? This amazing thing called SoundBathNorth.
Yeah.
You can actually try it out. All right? It's easy. All you gotta do is YouTube SoundBathNorth, click and listen, and you're good to go. That's the best way.
And you can do it in the comfort of your home.
Outdoors for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're inside, you get a lot of distractions, and like you just feel like I'm enclosed. Whereas like when I'm outside, like there's like just the air helps a lot. It's the medication to the meditation.
She's dope.
So people like, searching for you and how to meditate, where can they reach you at?
So I'm on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, all SoundBathNorth. All there's no space in between.
So just one SoundBathNorth, all attached.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We'll put in the link below.
Yeah.
And YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, iTunes, Amazon, all that.
If people have any questions, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Uh,
Do you talk to people?
yeah, I do talk to people. They can hit me up on any of those links. I could give them my email address or whatever as well. SoundBathNorth@gmail.com.
The ladies can hit. You want to link your cell phone number? The ladies can hit.
Also, you do live classes.
We do. Well, obviously not right now
Yeah.
because of everything that's going on. But yeah, so the best way to find out about those is probably on IG.
Okay.
I'll usually like make an announcement of like when the next one is.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
And then they can hit me up if you guys want to like.
What areas do you like focus on?
Like the physical location.
Yeah, the physical location for the classes, or
right now they're at the studio, so that's like downtown, like Adelaide and like Church.
and that's in
Okay,
Toronto, Adelaide
Yeah.
and Church.
Yeah, downtown Toronto.
All right.
So yeah, it's the best way to get in touch for sure.
Yeah.
Dope.
Thanks for the talk, man.
Yeah,
man.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you
man,
guys
this was
having me
great.
on here.
It's the Delegation Podcast. I am Alpha Omega. This is.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Nice. Say it twice.
Nah, I mean, this is
True.
and this is.
SoundBath North, Brian B.
Yeah.
You know what it
Thank
is.
you. Support. Give us a like, subscribe. We're gonna have more people on here.
If you want to get this sweater,
Yeah.
just holler.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.